Hi everybody, welcome to the CGCUP Masterclass with Amundsen.
Hello, Mr. Giannakis. It's good to be with you today.
In this masterclass you learn about character design. I think best would be if Evan would explain what you're gonna learn.
I find like one of the big issues that I've been having and that a lot of my mentees and students have been having is this idea of like sitting down to draw and then starting the process from there. And the kind of the big sort of holdover in this talk is to kind of promote this idea that the act of drawing is not the entire activity, and that sitting down to solve an ongoing problem is a lot easier than sitting down to figure out what problem to solve. I was in a position where I wasn't really happy with where I was going and where my work was going, and so a good place to escape is to indulge in escapism. And so I got this little challenge from a friend of mine to do kind of a character a day. So I started like, okay, I have to actively pursue it. I have to actively construct and create and define for myself what do I think is cool. And so that ability to kind of to build larger settings around individual elements and kind of extrapolate like a larger setting from the combination of smaller elements, that was really useful there. So we're gonna play a little game, you and me. Starting with, I'm assuming you know this gentleman, but we have, you know, the bride, we have Han Solo from Star Wars, of course, my boy Aragorn. All these characters tend to start the same way, or tended to. It starts with a blank page, and the blank page can be like the goddamn worst, right? Because if we just dive in, we talked about this a little earlier, but if you just dive in, it often ends up being this.
And then we have the randomizer, which is an approach by us to challenge the speaker. Turn this guy, like, make a Boris Johnson.
I'll give you good money. Okay. So the brush I'm using right now is called Untitled Brush 221. It's one of my own design.
Oh.
I think I just went with the medieval take because I can't really imagine a guy in a future setting just sitting around eating eggs. Yeah. So you can see like the way I draw things. It's a basic kind of 3D version of what comes on top of it.
And then there's the third part. We look at the approach of the artist to solve the problem, look into it very closely. Right into it, right? Let's see what you did.
So the character in Han Solo is quite interesting. It's the idea of a kind of the archetype of a berserker, but set with an entirely different cultural backdrop. If you've ever seen the slaughter of a cow, usually what they do now is like a piston gun that knocks them out, or knocks them out and kills them. In the olden days, they would either use like a big old mallet and just like brain damage. Really important thing that I knew was going to be important was that the cow's head needed to read immediately, because if people had to kind of reason out what they were looking at, that would ruin the read. So they need to be like on. And so there are tons of like little volumes and tons of little shapes in an animal's head that will kind of determine immediacy of read. And I was noticing like in the beginning, my cow looked a lot like a horse, and I was like, uh-oh, this could go badly. So this is worth pausing for, actually. Not the particular niceness of a brushstroke or line. We came to the point where I was realizing the kind of studies that I had to do. We already did the studies of the bulls in kind of their natural format, and this is more of a inside out kind of thing. Because there was, in drawing the drawing, I realized, okay, we're gonna have to see the inside of the skin. And that was an excellent little chance to get some like nastiness into this guy. So I really wanted to try and figure out like an effective way of painting this kind of greasy, wet subdermal layer. Pretty difficult thing to paint.
There are many more to explore, and hope to see you again on CGCUP.